Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. To those that subscribe, thank you very much. Small channel like mine does not exist without your support. For everybody else that's just watching, thank you for your time too. Now, I told you I would do an update on where we're at. Today seems to be a good time to do that. So let's go for a little quick walkthrough. Camera around. All right. So, what did we do? Today, that stand was set against the wall. I drilled holes yesterday. I don't have long enough bolts, so it's just sitting there. It has to get bolted in properly and held in with plumber strapping so it doesn't fall all over the place. This box that you see here, those two of them actually, were over there where the fuel tank for the diesel heater was. I came in this morning, worked the tarp on the roof, and you notice this 2x4 that I'm panning on now. It sits over this wall. It wasn't there. Another sag in the roof, so I threw up a 2x4 and got her in. So now the roof is a lot more secure than it was this morning. I have my 4 batteries on this rack. Now these batteries are just sitting here. The racks themselves are from a stove. They've been cut down. They sit here. They're not attached to anything. Everything has to get attached and everything has to get bolted in so it doesn't fly all over the place. But these are my 2 Renogy 200 amp hour batteries, and I have 2 more from China as well. Battery Village I got earlier. The wall up here is starting to get to the point where I can actually get to it. I still have to move all these boxes. Got the wiring all tore apart still, waiting on Saturday to go to Princess Auto, return a bunch of stuff, get some money, and then we can get new lights, get this area cleaned up. This is the bathroom area. Now the plumbing is going to be a pain in the butt, and I'm going to have to work that out. That'll take some time. The kitchen sink goes where all this stuff is. Hangs out just over top of that fridge. That fridge and the one down here have all been washed out, cleaned out, ready to go. You can see that I've got the sink sitting in the top. But as I mentioned before, the framing that everything sits on doesn't fit through the door, so I've had to cut it apart. We'll have to weld that in here in place. And the countertop will go right over top of this edge here. The sink sits in here. So that's what we've got going for that. The Snowmaster will go where this blue thing is. That's the actual roller base for the Snowmaster. And the screen you can see for the bathroom will go back there. Today we were able to get the batteries off the bed area. My new mattress is in. It still has to roll down. There's repair to the headliner and the bottom of the bunk I've got to do. When I get some PL Premium, I can reupholster that. And then we've got to work on that, as well as tear down all of this stuff you see here so we can put up the ventilation fans. This controller over here is going to control 4 fans that go over this hole. This is where the air conditioner used to be. And if I move this grate back and position it where I need it to, you can see I've already got it set up for 4 4-inch fans. Another set of fans are going to go on each side of this 2x6. That is the vent for the old propane furnace and the propane fridge. I'm going to be having to cut it down, but that hole will have fans in it and they will be temperature controlled as well. So that's a quick update. The other thing is we had a bit of a surprise yesterday I didn't particularly appreciate. You can see there's a set of keys hanging in that lock. I went to this cabinet. This cabinet was new in a box, so was that one. Put them together, grabbed the other set of keys, went to undo these locks down here, And the keys that I was given do not fit these doors, and this door section is locked. The drawers will slide, but the door is locked. So now we gotta go get some new ones. I have one hole in the back of this cabinet punched in, and a piece of threaded rod is in there, 1/2-inch threaded rod. I'm gonna wait till I get a 1/2-inch drill bit rather than screw around like I had to do yesterday and put in another 1/2-inch on the top of this. And this whole unit here, we may have to take it out and take it back to the store. So that's kind of where we're at. It's been a long, slow process. I'm not feeling well. One of the girls, this one, Annie, decided yesterday that she was going to give a really good pull, and she did when I was sitting on my footstool and I take a break. And she's kind of injured my leg, so I'm limping around and that's sore. So that's kind of where we are, slow and steady. And we'll get back to you when we get a few more things done. I will say before I sign off, alright, the wire to the far right on an angle is the white camp. The one in the middle is the yellow camp. And that other line holds the, it's a 12-2 that goes to the outside box for outside power. And the cables are hanging down over there. I don't have the outside waterproof box because I'm rewiring this. I have to go to current code. I can't just throw up what used to be there because that's illegal. So I got to buy one of those too. So we'll get back to you in a few days once we have something to say. God bless everybody. Thank you for your time and stay safe. See you on the next one. Bye-bye.